Pisces, let's go ahead and discover your energy for this week together. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Pisces, this is your weekly tarot card reading. Please apply it to wherever it resonates in your chart. If you're hearing me talk or say something that is for or sounds more career-oriented, but it applies to your romance life, apply it to your romance life. It's an energy reading. I'm going to give you examples. You apply them where they resonate. There's always an extended reading, and I hope that you'll join me for that because we dig really deep and get really specific there. The links are below in the description box, and I will pin the link to the top of the comment section too. You can subscribe to the extended readings too, so that for one monthly cost you can get unlimited access to all of them. So that's your choice. But Pisces, we're going to go through the astrology throughout. I'll be reviewing the astrology throughout the reading. We have cards that have come up to describe your past. We have working toward the future. We'll see the present situation, and then we'll see where we're at. I love this week for you. It's so powerful and beautiful. By the end of the week, Neptune, which is your ruling dignitary, is going to be trine to Venus, the Sun, and Mercury, all of which are in loose conjunction with each other. There is such a sense of power and strength and harmony with everything that you are. And I'll tell you, because they're all in Scorpio, it's because you've resurrected. You've rediscovered everything about what you are and who you are, your gifts, your talents, your beauty, your ideas. You've rediscovered them all. You've rediscovered things that you have buried and put away. Why? Because you thought you had to be different. You thought you had to be something else. And now you're realizing, I don't have to be anything else. I am so happy that you are rediscovering those aspects of yourself. And with those aspects, you're rediscovering success. It's like there's beautiful opportunities all around you. Jupiter is also in retrograde. In Pisces, it is sextile to Pluto. There is nothing so lucky or fortunate or abundant as Jupiter to Pluto, because Pluto can make anything happen and make anything real. Pluto is outside of time. It doesn't care about time. It can resurrect and make dreams come true and see opportunities and bring luck in places where you had forgotten or you thought were permanently gone, and here it comes back again. So this is really such a fortunate, beautiful week for you to actually move ahead in your life and accept those aspects of yourself that you are, not the ones that you feel like you have to be. And I feel like in some ways there's a sense of you felt, let me get this better. You felt like you had to be weirder or stranger or more unique or more original, when in reality, the most original thing you could be is everything that you are. You know, you don't have to try so hard. There's no trying when it comes to the acceptance of everything that you are. And you're finally like brushing that off, rediscovering, listen, this is me, not this is me, the demonstration, but this is the true me. And you get so much abundance back when you all come back together. There's good news that's coming in. There's harmony and tranquility when it comes to your relationships and how good you feel about them. There's harmony and tranquility when it comes to how you feel about yourself and what you realize you're capable of, and getting noticed, paid attention to, getting realized. And because Jupiter is in retrograde, I feel like you've already done the work. This is already the ground has already been laid. It's just that the dirt is finally pushed off of it so people can see it. It's finally revealed. So it's not so much work that has to be done. It's like everything is harmonizing and vibrating just perfectly so that people hear you and see you and appreciate you. There could be really happy news that's coming in. Let's get into the reading. First card in front of me, I want to show you a little bit. Let's say first card in front of me, we have be fearless and bold, and that's moving into the future. This is Aries energy. It's saying take action. You're getting I understand that Mars is in retrograde and that there is a lack of action, but it's almost like there's a flow. There's a flow that's suddenly happening with action the ground has already been laid. So there's a flow that's pushing you toward the future. It's almost like you're more certain about what is to come than what ever was. We also have a collective here in the past. What is this? Surrender to the divine. Surrender. Surrender now. This is Sagittarius energy. So it's like being called away to discover something more intimate or satisfactory to yourself. In the past, I feel like it's almost like the prodigal son. You left and rebelled in order to discover more of who you are. It's like you couldn't discover who you were until you put yourself in a foreign place, in a foreign situation. It doesn't have to be literally foreign, as in a foreign country. It's definitely this sense of, it's like you had to go farther away to comprehend and understand what was right in front of you the whole time. Act as if, taking on different disguises, learning about who you are, pretending to be something else, trying to fit in. It's like you were trying to fit in, you got further away from yourself, but it was to discover what was inside of you, right? So you're challenging what's outside of you, or you're putting yourself into challenging situations on the outside to get closer to what's on the inside. This is a time of exploration. This is also a sense of just blending in. It's almost like in some ways you were just trying to fit in to something that you were attracted to. It's more that you were attracted to it than you were a part of it. I don't think you were a part of it. You were just so attracted to it that you tried to blend in and become a part of it, because honestly it interested you. And in order to really get to know that aspect of you, you kind of assimilated right into it. And then we have claim your independence. So that's a sense of, that's another reason why you kind of wanted to assimilate into this different thing. Why? Because you wanted to get away from what you felt stuck in. You wanted to assert who you were and live your life designed by you. So it's almost like creating a self, or creating an avatar for yourself to claim independence from where you had come from. Maybe it was from your family's house. This doesn't mean that it was a bad family. It just means that you wanted to find and assert who you were. Time to collaborate. This was also a sense of finding the right people to be around, finding the right partner maybe. This sense of, I want to assimilate, I just want to throw myself in, I want to go all in while you're claiming your independence while also connecting with a partner. So this independence is really about the you, how you see yourself, and finding the right partner to connect with, and you just jumped in. Why is this all? This is it. Awakening to something completely different by full immersion, completely immersing yourself in a way of life that you weren't raised in, or you weren't brought up in, a way of life that, or maybe an opportunity or a career that wasn't necessarily something that you thought would ever happen or anybody assumed of you, but you wanted to surprise people. You didn't want to be predictable. And then you have take action, be fearless and bold. What is this? That's what I want to get into. What are you taking action on, Pisces? Well, let's get into it. I want to pull a moon card for you because we have this beautiful full moon eclipse that's coming up, and that's when a lot of pressure, it's almost like the pressure that you put on yourself to keep up this pace, it's finally dissipating. It's almost like I don't have to prove myself anymore. I don't have to work that hard to show people who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's like all I've got to do is wake up in the morning and be who I am. And that's what it's saying. Believe in yourself. The seed has already been planted, Pisces. You don't have to plant it anymore. There was a sense of compromise. It's what's coming back is the part of yourself that you were insecure about. The part of yourself that you didn't think was worth working on. Not only was it worth working on, that is the key to everything you've been missing, everything that has been denied you, everything that has escaped you, is because there was a little piece that was insincere, and now it's becoming evident. What seed haven't you planted? What part of yourself did you not want to work on? That's what's coming out, but not in a bad way, not with this astrology. It's too beautiful. Take time out and trust in divine detours. The universe through these cards is telling you, don't do anything. You've already done it. Stop working so hard. Stop. You've been working overtime. Stop. please this is Sagittarius energy, a sense of let it take over. Let it take over. Let it guide you. Just trust there's going to be a complete shift or change. It's because you're ready for it now. And I gotta say, it's like the new you is actually the old you. It's like Dorothy. You know, she realized that she could have clicked her heels at any time. She never had to go that far away from home to discover who she was. But she did. It's like she had to go far away to come back around to really realize this is where I belong, this is what I believe in, this is what's important to me, and this is who I am. And then we have surrender to the divine. So there's some sort of authority figure here that you're impressing. This is a really good energy for getting an opportunity that you didn't expect. Somebody offering you something that is maybe not, you haven't done it in a while, but honestly, take the opportunity, because all of a sudden it's like, it's coming back around to you at just the right time when you're actually interested in it. Because if it came to you at this time, you would have totally rejected it. You would have never seen the value in it. But because it came back to you when you've come back around, it's like there's joy here. There's joy. Surrender to the divine. Trust in the divine. The divine already has something beautiful set up for you. And we're going to dig into what exactly that is. And then we have expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. We already had new moon eclipse. We just passed it. There was a solar eclipse, really dark, right before something new started coming. And I think it was the self dawning inside of you. But maybe it wasn't. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Okay, so Spirit just gave us a time frame, which usually comes out in the extended, but sometimes it'll come out here. We have new moon eclipse and full moon eclipse. That's exactly what's happening. It's saying, and I don't know why this is coming out in the future, but it's like it's all starting, it's all accumulating, it's all building to this conclusion. Expect powerful change. There was a shit ton of changes that begged for you to just have faith because you weren't sure. They were weird. It was undecided. Everything was in the air. It was faith, nothing else. Expect powerful change, and then conclusions are within reach. You will get your answers at that full moon. At that full moon, around that full moon, the week of that full moon, this week. So the full moon is happening at the end of this week. So by the end of this week, your answers, your conclusions, you'll have decided. You'll realize. You'll have settled into and gotten comfortable with these changes and these shifts, not only in your life, but inside of you. So I want to dig down into these specifics, God. What are the changes that Pisces is experiencing? And please leave your comments below. I love to hear how this energy is impacting you guys. And remember to give us a like, because that really helps the video performance. If you're not subscribed, now's a good time to subscribe. And be sure to ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. So what part of your life is it really changing? It was something competitive. There was a part of your life that was really competitive, or there was a part of you were constantly in competition, right? You know why? Because you had to constantly prove that you really belonged there because you didn't. And that's where the competition was coming from. The Empress is here, abundance. So this has got to do with really owning and knowing, really having resources in the 3D and multiplying them and being at a point where you can multiply and grow your resources. This is fortune and luck. That's what this is. And then we have the Star, which is your dreams and your aspirations. You just got a wish come true. Watch the Scorpio video. They did too. But this is abundance and luck in something that you have been really competing for. And you've had a lot of backlash, and you've had a lot of struggle, and there's been a lot of competition. But holy shit, how good does it feel after such a hardship to actually feel like, wow, holy crap, I'm getting paid for this. This is like a star is born material. And then we have the High Priestess showing us that new moon again. So this is a whole new, in other words, this is a whole new chapter in your life where you're successful. where there's just going to be success after success after success. Now, that doesn't mean nothing bad can happen, but this is a whole new you. And I think it's a new you that was an old you. And that's why you're in harmony to Scorpio. You had to dig up those corpses. You had to dig up those coffins. They weren't dead. They weren't dead. You just put them away and forgot about them because you didn't think they were valuable. And now it's like, oh my God, I remember that is valuable. I have those things already. And you go and you dig it up and it's there and it's just at the right time. You have the right tools. The High Priestess is spiritual, right? Being in tune with your psychic energy, being in tune with like your knowing, being in tune with spirit, again, the true authentic self and communion with the eternal. So I just can't really stress enough that this is your wishes coming true. And listen, don't sell yourself short. This isn't just wishes coming true with regards to something silly. This is something that you have been busting your ass for. Okay? What are the challenges that Pisces is facing mostly? The biggest challenges? Believing in yourself and your own strength and your own capabilities, and also being able to tell somebody, hey, I do this stuff. That's the biggest challenge, is Scorpio. I don't know, what is the Scorpio? Is this a Scorpio? Is this a Scorpio in your life? Or Six of Wands, this is like coming out and saying, yeah, this is what I do. This is who I am. It's almost like admitting it to the crowd, to the public. I don't say this is a television announcement, but what I say, what I'm saying to you is, this is like, you're bringing it up. You're bringing it up from the dead. You're resurrecting it. And you're saying, yeah, look, I can do this. You're coming out into the public, and you're just going to be so celebrated when you come out into the public and just embrace this aspect of yourself that you tried to kill. And it's almost like, it's like taking your old magic tricks out of the closet. And oh my God, why didn't you want to show that to people? It's like taking your old guitar out of the closet. Why didn't you want to share that side of yourself? It doesn't really matter what made you ashamed. What matters is that you're not anymore, right? Yeah, this is Scorpio. Something is resurrecting, but it's permanently resurrected. It's permanently transformed. It's permanently changed through magic. It's almost like your life has permanently transformed, right? And yes, this is the Golden Girls deck. There's a Golden Girls tarot deck. My sister bought it for me. I fucking love it. It's the best. We have Six of Wands here. So you're being celebrated. You're being celebrated. Maybe it was the mixture of the pain. There was a sense of having to suffer to really have that final ingredient of, you needed a little bit of darkness. And it's not dark as in bad. It's dark as in struggle. It's dark as in mysterious. Pluto is working magic for you, it's also saying. Remember I told you that there's that Pluto sextile Jupiter? Watch the Scorpio video. This is like eternal transformation, like a lucky turn of events that really just, it will require one thing of you, Pisces. Be willing to show yourself. Be willing to let yourself be known. Whether it's be willing to let somebody see you and who you are authentically. I think it has to do with your talents and skills, but it could also be with your feelings and what you care about and what matters to you. You know, so it could be just show somebody that you care about them. The magic is working through you. That's for sure. I want to get an angel card for you. Easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increase an increased spiritual growth. Stop making things so hard on yourself. Stop thinking that you have to torment and torture yourself. You don't. Trust what God gave you. You are rediscovering a God-given gift, a God-given right. You are rediscovering the essence of everything that you are. You're not going to have to work hard. You're not going to have to. You already have it. It's been there all along. You just put it away because you didn't respect yourself. Let's see how this impacts your love life, your career, your relationships, your money. We're going to go to the extended. I hope that you join me. And I love you guys, and I hope you join me for my daily tarot card readings as well. They're over on Astrology Motivation, where you can live chat with me Monday through Friday every single day. Check out that channel. But first, check out the extended reading. I'll see you guys there.